Some considerations. Producers have the opportunity to reallocate base acres, and I'll cover that in a minute. From 2000, based on their planted acres on each FSA farm from 2009 to 2012. If you choose PLC, you'll also have the opportunity to update your program yields. And it might be a good idea to update your program yields anyway, because in the future, say after 2018, in the next farm bill, if they still have program payments and if USDA is still wanting to use those yields, they might be basing payments on whatever you choose to do right now. So whether you enroll in ARC or PLC, it might pay off to actually update your yields. And I'll talk about what updated yields are in a minute. And then ARC and PLC are both decoupled programs. You get paid on your base acres, not on your planted acres. And then it's only on covered commodities. Also, there's a payment limit of $125,000 per person, or $250,000 for husband and wife. That rule was in effect prior to the 2014 Farm Bill. There's no big change there. In addition, there's an adjusted gross income limit of $900,000 over 3 years. And with that, if the average of your adjusted gross income for the past 3 years is more than $900,000, you're ineligible for commodity payments. However, you still can. It doesn't have anything to do with crop insurance. So the $125,000 limit doesn't affect how much you can make, I guess I'll say, in crop insurance. And it doesn't, the $900,000 AGI doesn't affect your ability to get the subsidy on crop insurance premiums. Or should I say cost share on crop insurance premiums. One of the bigger differences with crop insurance is that conservation compliance is required to receive the cost share from the government. I don't think that was in place before, but now you're going to have to, if you have highly erodible land, you're going to have to follow NRCS guidelines on conservation. Otherwise, you'll have to pay the total premium for crop insurance. The government isn't going to share that premium with you. In 2015, if you have both dryland and irrigated acres, you can insure the crops at different levels instead of just one overall program for those different practices. And beginning farmers and ranchers will receive 10% greater premium assistance than established farmers. Beginning farmers, USDA typically defines as those who have been farming less than 10 years is their general rule of thumb for beginning farmers. With respect to SCO and stacks, just a brief introduction, and I think Chuck will talk about this a little bit more, but again, I mentioned if you enroll in PLC, you'll also be able to take out a supplemental coverage option with as an endorsement to your existing insurance. And so you'll still have your regular insurance, but you can buy this supplemental insurance only if you enroll in PLC. There's a 65% cost share on the premium. And continent producers will have the opportunity to enroll in either stacks or SCO. So a few other notes about the Farm Bill on conservation spending is higher than commodity title spending in this Farm Bill for the first time. They reduced 23 programs down to 13. So there's WRP, I think, disappeared, and I can't remember all the acronyms of different programs that they've kind of rolled up into to try and streamline things. CRP is still the biggest conservation program administered by FSA, although they are going to reduce acres. down to only 24 million by 2018. CSP is set to only cover 10 million acres, and EQIP, there's limits of $450,000 per person on what you can receive from EQIP programs.